Hello everyone, my name is Shakaama, and this is the introductory story to A Young Black Doctor. A young black doctor moved to a small town. He opened up shop on the main street. At first everyone was a bit put off by the black doctor, but he offered free medical services to the town, much to the disappointment over at the nearby hospital. But the townspeople were quite astonished to find all the latest equipment in his offices, and soon they visited him. Their astonishment turned into pure joy when he offered preventative medical advice. Slowly, the townspeople became healthier. The townspeople were so happy with the young black doctor that they frequently stopped by his home to bring plates of food and pies. So much so that he never wanted for a meal. The carpenters, plumbers, and mechanics all offered their services for him for free. He had one rule, though. No one could come to his house after dusk. For the townsfolk, it was not a problem, because they too had a similar custom. However, one lady had been baking pies all day, and they just wouldn't cool. So she waited until they cooled to bring him one. By this time, though, it was dark. The sun had set, and the dark blues of the evening sky were setting in. She crept up to his door, pie in hand, and was about to knock when she heard sobbing coming from the backyard. Careful as she might, she crept around the house to peek in the backyard. There was the young black doctor, sobbing like a baby. Slowly, she crept back to the front of the house and then ran home. His crying echoed in her ears because it broke her heart to hear the young black doctor cry so. She thought to call some friends, but thought better of it. Instead, she called the sheriff, who advised her not to say anything. He would look up the good doctor. The next week, the sheriff called her back. All was well with the doctor, but he noticed a note that his entire family died due to an illness. The note also mentioned that the cure for it was a very expensive treatment. This happened when the young black doctor would have been a boy. The illness lasted for an entire year, but somehow the young boy was unaffected. The young black doctor had inherited his entire family's estate, more than 30 people. She thought to herself, that's how he can afford everything. But why would he still be crying after all of these years? She asked the sheriff. The sheriff guessed, some people never forget. She also noted that the young black doctor was not married. There had to be more to the story. I'll leave it there. I know it's a cliffhanger, but I'll leave it there as an introduction. If you like this, leave a like.